Hey, warriors. So, if you're feeling that pull, that, you know, itch for more, the whisper that 2025, isn't just another spin on the wheel, but a full on cosmic forge, you're in the right spot. You know, um, we're talking spiritual growth on steroids, okay? Not fluffy, resolutions, that fizzle out by February. But we're going to do some um gritty, soul deep evolution, okay? Evolution that rewires our game, entirely, right? 2025 is a 9 year in numerology, which I'm not going to lie, I'm just learning a little bit about that part of this. Um, but it's got the vibe of, you know, closure, compassion, rebirth, right? Um, the shedding, I guess, of old skins like a freaking snake in the grass, okay? Um, you know, Emerging sharper, um, fiercer, more aligned, right? It's, I don't know. It's like the universe handing you a hammer saying, here, now smash your illusions. You know, build that empire, of light. Do I sound crazy? I always wonder, you know what I mean? I sound crazy as hell. Anyways, but growth isn't a spa day. It's a freaking battlefield, dude. I mean, seriously. Let's go deep. How to make this our strongest year, you know, our strongest year yet, you know, with, practical moves, you know, um, collective, collective level, damn cosmic hacks. Let's figure this out, you know? Um, we aren't just surviving anymore. We're conquering it. You know what? This isn't random hype. It's the energy right now is like closes cycles with like ruthless efficiency. Old grudges, toxic ties, limiting beliefs, gone, you know? It's like the stars aligned for, soul searching and conscious living. In a world that's, you know, everything but. But here's our edge, right? You know, in a year of profound spiritual enlightenment. And that's what 2025 is. I mean, let's face it. We got that much, right? You're not just growing. You're upgrading, the collective too. I mean, that's hugely. So reflect and release, burn the old code. I mean, what sparks joy, right? What drains your divine battery? Journal these. Keep track of your wins. You're gonna wanna keep track. People who have lit you up. You're gonna need those things to go back and, when you need reminding. We gotta write stuff down. Set spirit-led goals. You know what I mean? Not, resolutions. Ditch the whole, oh, it's a new year, it's a new me. Dude, that shit's, whatever. Do God, source, universe aligned intentions, right? Make them smart though, but soulful, specific, measurable, actually achievable, relevant, but infused with like why, um like meditate for 10 minutes at least every day because you don't want to stay asleep. You see what I'm saying? Deepen the divine connection. You're not talking at the universe, you're downloading the blueprint. Serve with love. They want us alone, but we're forging a tribe here. Seriously. Embrace the joy in the mundane, find God in the grind. Source, whatever it is, for you. But turn your chores into, ritual, I guess. That's what I'm saying. I don't know, forgive, but pivot in a different direction, if need be. Forgiving doesn't mean keeping people, places, and things that aren't aligned with you anymore in your life. Navigate the shadows, endings hurt, but they're holy. Expect resistance, anxiety spikes, relationship shifts. Old wounds are going to surface. But lean on grace. When you stumble, recommit without shame, without judgment. You know, 2025 it's not a gift. It's a challenge accepted, right? You're not just growing, you're evolving the field. You know, just one compassionate, enlightened step at a time. So, anyways, claim it, warriors. Let's make each other accountable. I love you.